Viewer discretion is advised.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Talk About It with Keys and Lance, the podcast where Lano is...
No. It's always the podcast where Lano. You're always screwing me over. So,
that's how it works.
No, not this time. New year, new Lance. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Talk About It with Keys and Lance, the podcast where Keys is about to start his rap career.
Right,
Take it away, Keys.
All right.
Go ahead.
Yo, stylish, generic, mind's authentic, made. I flow like a renegade, unique renegade. Should I keep going, bro?
Stop. Stick to podcasting.
So that was on fire.
You stole it.
People ears ain't melting right now.
You stole it.
Stole that from me.
That's not yours.
Stole that from me.
That's not yours.
So
Roll the intro.
Who did I steal it from?
Roll the intro,
Who
bro.
I steal it from?
Roll the intro,
Just
bro.
made that up off the...
Oh
off
my
the
God.
mental,
You're not
bro.
doing this with me.
Anyway, check your boy out, Lil Keys, on SoundCloud. Know what I mean, guys?
Roll the intro.
Oh, sorry. Roll intro.
Bring the drama, Let's don't wanna talk about it. Bring the drama, Let's talk about it.
All right, guys. Well, yeah, I said that. But, guys, it is episode 49, January 14th, 2020.
Which episode it says for the year? But I lost something. It's episode 3? Episode 2?
Whatever it is, it's something. But we doing it.
All right, bets. Screw it. Say it. What's good?
Cold cut. How you doing?
I tired, boy.
Yeah,
But I feel good.
that's what's up, bro.
Bro,
That's what's
do
up.
you know
Positivity.
how many people have been standing up this week to the oppressors, bro? The numbers rising. That made me feel hella good. Young Bahamians and old Bahamians alike. I mean, those of you that stood up and believe in something. I'm proud of y'all, boy. How about you?
My week has been good, man. I've been to work. Again, straight chilling, straight doing work, you know what I mean? Bartending, mixing up some cocktails, serving up some people, you know what I mean? It's been good, dog. It's been good. I've been sharpening my skills. Start my shit, you know what I mean? Cause it's been good, dog. Know what I mean?
I ask you one question. You turn into a whole different person on Lance. I mean, you know what? Whatever makes you happy, Dread.
You know, did I ever tell you I'm always tired, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people think I'm lazy, you know what I mean? But I'm not lazy.
Tell them I have a child and then call you lazy.
Well, there is the fact that I have a child, but I do have low blood iron and something. And what the next word was? The doctor told me. Sickle cell and shit, nigga. I be suffering. I tired, bro. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, Dread.
So when you see me going out doing a lot of energy things, that's will and determination, bro. It's powerfulness, bro.
Guys, be going beyond and beyond.
Cool, bro.
Just to please the people who ain't even care about them. Good game. To all you terrible people watching and listening, you're awful and you need to think about your decisions. You're messing up, Keys.
Hope you feel good.
Hope you feel good. Monsters.
What?
I didn't say anything. What? Oh, no.
So, guys, that is the second episode in our slavery series. Last week we talked about buck breaking. Lance, how was buck breaking?
You mean how was the episode? 'Cause I don't know why you asking this question to me.
I just ask a simple question.
Yeah, but it's how you asked it. Like, Lance, how was buck breaking? Was that the episode? The episode was called three episodes of Slave.
Bro, it's a simple question, bro.
I know it wasn't.
I don't know how you take it.
Why you keep doing this to me?
Doing what?
And then I'm out here looking like a bucket in the front of our audience.
Hey, that's just a simple question, bro.
But like, I keep doing this for dying, you know. You're making me move like a waste man, bro.
Nobody asked you a simple question.
Wait, listen. 3 episodes of Slave
Yes.
was a good starter into the series of
That's what's up.
slavery. Unfortunately, I will critique us on this. We allowed menace into our realm, into our space once again, and honestly, but as much as I detest this baby, I don't want him keep on interfering in our lives.
Yeah.
Simply because, like, there are things that we need to address. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. But other than that, I enjoyed every second of the episode, man.
Hey, thank you. I did my best. We did our best. Sorry, typo. But
Typo?
before we get into the main topic, I just wanna share a crazy story I came across, and I was like, bro, is this even real? But anyway, this is a couple, a Canadian couple, married couple.
I think I know what you're talking about.
This is the headlines. Wife, 24, fined for walking husband, 40, on leash like a dog to beat lockdown curfew. This is mirror.co.uk. And it goes, a couple in Canada have been fined after police caught the wife walking her husband like a dog after curfew. The woman, 24, was reportedly stopped while walking, in quotes, a 40-year-old spouse on a leash in Quebec. The province has imposed a nightly curfew in a bid to curb coronavirus infection rates. Like, coronavirus don't exist past a certain time. People only allowed out close to their homes for limited reason between 8 p.m. and 5 a.m., such as exercising their pooch. So the woman told officers that her husband was just a dog and she was walking a dog. Obviously, they got fined and they didn't beat that case, but that's stupid as shit.
Were they white?
They were a couple in Canada, Quebec. I think they were white. It doesn't say their race.
Yeah.
And I'm not racist.
I didn't say anything about being racist. I'm just stating the obvious. If they were whites.
How is that obvious? But anyway.
Does that sound like something what black people do?
No.
All right, bet. Problem solved. I already know. I mean being racist. That's me being real.
Real.
That's something what a Karen would do to avoid certain things. Prime example, to the homie that, got the big old tattoo and wore the thing on his head and invaded the Capitol building. Did you know this man can only eat organic food, my G? So his mom, who is a judge, she made it clear that this boy can only eat organic food. So while this boy is supposed to be doing his time in prison, this nigga getting organic food while the rest of these dudes off of other people tax money getting the pop down food while he eating like a rich dude in prison.
Are they white?
Yes. I'm not afraid to say it. He is. He full on white.
Classic white people. Love you guys, man.
Just like Aunt Becky choosing her own prison. I mean, boy, that privilege must be nice. Must be nice.
So, the first order of business for today's episode. We always hear the word, and it's thrown around, loosely, Lance. The word motherfucker. You ever heard that before? No?
Yeah, man.
Oh. I've been called a motherfucker before. I actually was never called a motherfucker. I just wanted to sound cool. But there's an alleged origin for the word, guys, on Lance. And it has two different variations. I've been looking at different websites. But the first variation is, it originated in slavery. And slave masters forced slaves to have sexual relations with their mother. That's coining the term motherfucker. The second variation is in slavery again, but this time the slave masters were the one having sexual relations with the slave's mother.
Dude, what the hell?
Either which way, it's, it sucks and it's horrible. Just goes to show how horrible slavery was, man. In more ways than one, bro.
Boy, and y'all expect I to just say, oh, it's all forgiven when y'all say sorry and move on? Are you nuts? No, Bob. And if the people who are like legit families of these people who got this, who ain't on racist, bro. I watched this video with I can't remember the name of the black guy, but he was explaining like, cause everyone is always, oh, blame Donald Trump, he's the reason for him. No.
Oh yeah,
no.
Yeah, I watch it.
Yeah. And then the chick, like this anchor woman, she's like, anything else? Like, how this bait and pour his whole soul, stating the obvious, and everybody else at the table is like,
Just, I can't quote it verbatim, but just to give you guys some context of it, he was basically, this is in my own words. Like I say, it's not verbatim. We leave I don't even think, it's not a link to the video, but WhatsApp us or DM us or whatever, and we could send you the video. But
Yeah.
the guy was basically saying that, you know, America isn't unique in its evil ways. Like all around the world, you have evil people that did a lot of effed up shit. But he was saying that the way that America is unique is it doesn't acknowledge his shit. So he was saying like how, you know, the basically white supremacists and all that, like everything trickled down mentally, and a lot of subconscious shit happens stemming from that. So a lot of the evils in America, people, they found a scapegoat. I think I used that rightly to pin all that shit on, and it was obviously Donald Trump.
Yep.
And he was saying like you can't just blame Donald Trump. Like that's everybody. That's all of us. You know, it just so happens that he's in the limelight, but that's everybody. So I don't think he was defending Trump in a way, but he just was saying like, this isn't just Trump. We got to look at ourselves too to fix our shit.
Yeah.
Because it ain't gonna never change if we pin it on one person.
Americans need to fix Americans.
Yeah. And after that powerful statement, like Lano said, the woman,
she was staring at him so nonchalantly, like, I'm talking straight up like this. Finish wrapping up your wife's kids. Go ahead. Like, finish it off.
and America, we have to fix ourselves because we are the problem.
Anything else?
Yeah, that was perfect. That was perfect.
But God knows, I'm not one who's down for like hitting females ever in life. But that's not one time, mate. She needed someone to just hop up on the table and be like, wow, I talking like the straight, and you cock back the hand and the hand twist. I talking with that Dwayne The Rock Johnson type motion. You just, boom, you know what I mean? Like, don't you ever do that again. You Karen, like, you overprivileged Karen. And he, like, the minute she did that, she just proved him right.
What he said, God help us all. Or
He was, cause he was stunned. He was baffled. He was like, God help us. I can't blame him. But does she even still have a job? You know what? Who am I kidding? Of course she does. It's fake news, and they support all of this nonsense, and they're proud of their racism. They're proud of the country and the culture that they've held. Speaking of the mother Blair the Jupe Shop out, y'all.
Okay.
Was that word used on the original natives slaves?
They didn't say. They didn't specify.
So it was they only specified for Africans.
Yeah.
Jeez, old. I think in regards of yo, speaking of which,
Yeah, cuz.
why is it that African slavery is memorized the most? I mean, of course we understand there's the 400 years
Yeah.
of slavery, 401 and counting. I hate to say it, it's far from done. Ladies and gentlemen, it's far from done.
You know why? I think it's the most prominent slave era or whatever, because we could look around the world,
Mm-hmm.
and every other race is treated sort of fairly, and has some form of respect and XYZ.
And prevailing
Yeah, but you look at black people and
worldwide.
we still have some chip on our shoulder. We still at the bottom of the barrel, even in our homeland. Like
Yep.
white people are still there. Colonizers, as Shuri said from Black Panther. But yeah, I think that's why it's the most prominent one, because the effect that it had went far beyond physical. You know what I mean?
You're right. I think you're right. And bro, like I think about it of how, and I hate to go off topic, right? But I think in the ways of witches and Wiccans and whatnot, bro. And back in the day, there's many things in the history books of how these witches and these Wiccans and how they used to just heal. You see what I'm saying? How they used to heal, bro. And let's say you coming off the battlefield, or our listeners or our watchers, you coming off the battlefield, right? You got away from the war. You got away from the war, all right? Now, from you get away from the war, one or two things supposed to
Tell
happen.
your story. Come right back.
No problem. So listeners, y'all get away from the war now. And by the time you didn't get away from the war, you trying to get back home, one or two things supposed to happen. You supposed to, even if you're a man, you're supposed to get your wiener chopped off, or you getting killed. One of the two. But you shame your country for coming back. You understand? You ran away, you left your comrades. You're supposed to either prevail or die out there, as far as your city is concerned, or wherever it is you come from. But you meet a witch out there, a Wiccan out there. You understand? You meet one of them out there, and they just happen to see you. They see you, and they take care of you. You know what I mean? You can take out any one of them, bro. Go ahead. They take care of you, and they heal you, and they use their ways of the earth, of the energy, and all of that stuff, what they do. They do all that, right? And at the end of it all, you go and you rat them out. All right? And you know what's going to happen? You're going to be seen as a hero, and they're going to go after that woman, and they kill that woman for saving a life. And they hang her, and they burn her in the front of the town.
That's awful.
Bro, this life's so twisted, boy. This life's so twisted.
What the?
My bad. Sorry about that. Didn't expect that to happen. But yeah, bro, this life is just downright awful, bro. I don't understand it. You know what I mean? I ran across some information earlier this week, babe, and I said whenever we did this again, you gotta hear it. I mean, you gotta read it, and I hope I don't know, maybe you did, maybe you didn't. But let me see if I can locate this info for you, son.
All right, cut.
You know what I mean? And it made me think different, bro. Made me think real different about how we move around and things. And how stupefied society really is. Okay, I doubt I have it here. No, I don't think I have it here, Keys.
Okay.
I don't think I have it here at all.
So while you look for that, I want to go over about 10 ways that slaves were punished back in the day. And I'm sure it's not limited to 10. The first one is, sexual torture and punishment, like buck breaking from last week. This number 2 is different instruments of torture, like thumb screws, cotton screws, metal and wood neck collars, with protruding spikes, and metal masks were all placed on enslaved people, sometimes for months at a time. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's go to number 3. If anybody wants to find it, this is from AtlantaBlackStar.com, guys. Number 3 was pouring salt into the wound, literally. Oh.
But see,
and you can imagine you have an open wound
and wait, I knew. Oh God.
Wow. After enslaved men and women were whipped or beaten, overseers might order their wounds to be bussed and rubbed with turpentine and red pepper. One overseer reportedly took a brick, ground it into powder, mixed it with lard, and rubbed it all over an enslaved black person. What we just talked about, whipping. I think that's one of the most common punishments everybody knows about whipping.
But how could those, not only of American descent, but also British descent, even feel the way that they feel about this way? Like,
shackling.
The nerve, but oh God. Like thinking about it now, like starting to get angry. Like no wonder why they want
get angry.
It's no wonder why they want to put us down, because with my anger, I'm willing to do something radical.
And that's what the world needs. Radical movements, bruh. The next way is lynching. Enslaved blacks were regularly hanged at the will of their master, most often for the official reason of revolt. Let's look at the next reason. Burning.
Yep.
Enslaved Africans were often burned at the stake for participating or being suspected of participating in an uprising. I think this is number 8. Castration. During slavery, black men would often be killed if they were accused of rape. However, when accused of attempted rape, they were often punished with castration. If anybody don't know what castration is, you basically losing your private parts as a man. I think I would rather die. Mutilation. Blacks who have resisted in any way were subjected to torture by having hands, arms, and legs cut off, or other body parts disfigured. Very like, wow, these people have no hearts or souls? Jesus.
Dog.
Speaking of Jesus, that's another punishment we got. Introduction of Jesus. That's my personal one. Okay, I'm not an atheist. Get off my back.
No, you speaking facts. Because at the end of the day, they not only did that to African slaves, they also did that to they introduced their version of Jesus to the native slaves as well. You know what I mean?
The Redskins.
Exactly. Like they brought across this homosexual, silky-haired, perfect mustache guy and called him Jesus.
Talking about the gay son of a king or something, his boyfriend.
Exactly. His son, his homosexual son. When in fact, Yeshua himself had hair like a damn lamb. He had hair like a lamb.
Well, according to the Holy Bible.
Not only the Holy Bible, if you go back and read the original African Bible, his skin was... Come on, son. I mean, do I need to say it any further?
The last bit of punishment listed on the site is branding. So, slaves are branded, I guess, with their master's symbol or logo or whatever the case may be. It sucks, man.
What sucks is that these people, forget the idiots that did it, There's no forgiveness in my heart for that type of action either. Mm-hmm. Sorry, you want forgiveness, you go to God. I was only made in his image. But the fact of the matter is, the powers that be was the one that put this in place to make sure that it happened. If it wasn't, if they didn't do it, none of this stuff would have happened.
But Lance, speaking of God, the good Lord, he was okay with slavery?
Well, that's what I was told in the Holy Bible.
Yeah, he told the guys.
However,
yeah,
I can't say I take everything away from the Holy Bible because and they quote, King James Holy Bible is not the original Bible. I'm just stating the obvious. So this causes me to ask the question, how much information did you switch up and then put it into what you call the original Bible when it's not the original Bible?
Preach,
you understand?
Lance. Preach, Lance.
What did you tell us about our God that is not
Lance.
true? What about Jesus? Huh? How many things you took away from him aside from this homosexual dude, huh? How many things?
Get him.
Like we could go all the way over history and just...
Get him.
Bro, they don't even want me to start on this show, boys.
My nigga.
I understand now why they try to feed us the stuff that they feed us in the media, bro. Because if we sit down and we dwell... Yeah. You could imagine if we dwell worldwide, the things that we would do. Imagine a couple 100 million more pissed off versions of me.
We're in trouble, bro.
Not the world. Just one or two good races. Just two. Only two. Only two.
I want to make a reference to slavery and legality and how it correlates to the day. It's a Facebook post.
Oh, you found it? Because I found it as well.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, bro.
That's how this message was meant to be sent.
In sync.
You can say it.
In regards to everything what we just said just now, right? Take this in. The Holocaust was legal. People who hid Jews were criminals. Slavery was legal. People who freed slaves were criminals. Segregation was legal. People who stood up for equality and justice were criminals. Our government and laws aren't a guide to human decency and morality. And that was posted by Crystalline02. Wait, middle finger to all the oppressors. Like off the rip. Like, I don't like y'all. I never will. Y'all are part of a broken system and y'all proud. And y'all just keep these traditions and celebrating stuff. No. Who in their right mind would celebrate any of you, buddy? Any of you. Or worship half the things that you do. You're evil. You're evil, you're sick, and you're twisted. And you're proud. But listen, the day or tomorrow I get granted with some type of power, like I talking abnormal power beyond the human eye, the normal human eye. Enough of y'all gone, boy. What was that dude name on the Legend of Korra?
Say here?
Yeah. I don't blame him no more.
Boy.
I really can't blame him no more for taking, like he legit sucked the air out of the Earth Queen's lungs. And she dropped dead in front of him. You want to know why he did it? Because she was an oppressor. While she was sitting at the highest room in the tallest tower, eating the most expensive food on a regular basis, never going hungry, never going thirsty, know what good wine tastes like, know what good water tastes like. I'm talking cool, fresh water from the best springs, most tastiest fruits. Anything overripe or not ripe enough never made it to her castle. But she always had the best. Meanwhile, everyone else in the kingdom suffering. The soldiers picking on the weak. The people overtaxed. They living in the most popped down places. Forget trying to run a business. They also got to worry about getting robbed. Not only from these outlaws, but also their next door neighbor. Because at the end of the day, everyone just trying to make it. And they trying to make it because of the laws that have been placed on them. Ask me why crime been running up a storm these last couple of months over here. I'm sorry. How many people without a job right now?
For sure. And then too, even people with a job, I can put a little bit of my personal information, even people with a job like me, with the job I got, I make minimum wage, $5.25 an hour.
For your hour, bro. For your hour.
I'm not gonna lie and say like I pay a whole hefty amount of bills. I don't live with myself no more. So thankfully, I don't have that burden, but I do have a son that I have to take care of. And bro, $210 a week, and then you got to take out money for NIB.
In one of the most expensive places in the world, I might add.
For me and my son. So imagine people with multiple children and got to pay their own bills.
Got to pay not only bills,
Bro.
like I ain't even talking about the regular water and light.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't even adding internet or cable. But what about rent just to keep a roof over your head? And dog, some of these landlords ain't no better either.
Telling you, bro.
Because that's also slavery in and of itself. But you want this place? Cool, $700. Okay, cool. What the place come with? Nothing. But this really ain't no safe area. So $700 a month. I want first and I want last.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Pay.
People have it rough out there. I know people have it rough, bro.
I tired, bro. I tired. I legit been ready to do something radical, bro. You hear me? And you try not to let that radical thing be a violent thing. But when you think about it, what other radical thing is there to do? And I hate to sound like that guy, but I gotta be that guy.
I think sometimes violence is necessary. Of course. Look at Haiti. They had to get shit done. But, for the more conservative people, if you don't want to use violence just yet, start boycotting these motherfuckers. Boycotting them from their businesses. Stop paying certain things. Stop shopping at certain places. Let them suffer. That's what we got to do, man. I don't know all the ways, of course, but just what I could think of.
Something got to be done.
Yeah.
Wishbone actually said what you said about violence. He said it back in 2002 on the album Thug World Order. It's violent, but violence is the only way that they're going to respect us. And that was in a song he did with Bone Thugs and Harmony called What About Us? Basically saying how the system is not meant for us. They don't care about us. They don't. We've been hearing those before us say this for the longest time. They do not. If they did, stuff wouldn't have been happening. I'll never forget the story what I listened to on Facebook in regards to how easy it was to just swing up black folks back then, especially in slavery. Hey man, guess what? You guys are free people. But if you leave here, you ain't free no more. I mean, if someone catch you, you may end up as a slave. So it's best we all stay here, build this community. This our community now, okay? So we all can chip in and we can do stuff and we can have meetings and we can talk. We will talk, all right? Everyone has 2 minutes to speak. Meanwhile, all they heard was we free. All they heard was we free. All black people saw in 2008 was a black man for president. Let me go on. Months go by, they all doing the same thing. Months go by as Obama being president, same thing. I continue. As soon as one black man will start talking, making sense, say, but ever since you came here, this been happening, that been happening, you know what's been happening? We've been doing the same thing. Nothing has changed. Y'all ain't been doing nothing, y'all still eating off us. So, what's good? All right, cool. You was the problem, but you gotta go. And guess who takes him out, Keys? His own people. His own people put the whip into him. His own people celebrate when they whipping him. Because the white man told them to. Because the white man said, hey, you guys are free.
You know, speaking of violence and all that stuff too, I was thinking about the situation with Capitol Hill. Although it wasn't, black people, it was a bunch of white people. I don't know if it was staged or whatever the case may be.
More than enough evidence says it does. I digress.
Yeah, but people, point the blame to Donald Trump for inciting this violence
Which he didn't.
And basically condemning the people because they weren't happy with what was going on. It don't make sense to me because why would you condemn that quote unquote civil disobedience and those violent acts when they wanted to make a change? I don't know the whole situation in the US. I live in the Bahamas, but it brings me to the Bahamas. What if, we start to do that and storm what the place name?
The House of Parliament?
Yeah.
The Barbie House?
We decide to storm that pink building and do what we have to do to get our country back. Would people label us as violent? Would the outside world look at us like, oh, these...
They wouldn't understand how tired we are. Mm-hmm. The things we've went through. How we've suffered. How we've been cheated. How the referendum legit was not fair to us. And how it was meant to swing the natural, the regular citizen in today's society in the Bahamas. So that the current administration could get their way. They could never understand, Keys. They could never understand, this bozo who in power right now, when they call you a bozo and a phony, because that's exactly what you are. Your whole campaign, before you even hopped on, it's the people's time, and, putting on VAT. VAT, it's the lazy way of doing things. If I was the prime minister, I would never do that. And what do you do? What do you do? Shackles on the people. Let's add another set of VAT on that. The 7.5, let's make it 12. Boom.
I try to understand it, because you have people that think, yeah, you make these promises and be so optimistic and hopeful before you get into office. And when you get into office, you realize, ain't shit that you could do. I wonder if that is really the case. But then even if that is the case, bro, you got to do something to make these promises. You got to get radical. You got to do something.
As far as I'm concerned, in regards to getting radical, bro, you have to do something against them, because why? I can't say this enough. You all work for us, babe. For my Mark, my ex, you work for me. You hear me? You work for me. For my pay my taxes and spend any dime in the society that I am in, you work for me. That gas in that car, where them secret services and then all the mother buffoons take y'all, that's my gas. Matter of fact, screw that. That car is mine too. That's his car as well. That's anyone who live with him, that's their car as well. Anyone in society, that's also their car. See? The food that you get to eat in certain areas, that's our food. We feed you. You hear me? Screw all that. The money that goes in your pocket, that's ours. You're welcome. And what do you do with it? You take it. Now, I ain't knocking history, right? But the late, great Celinda Oscar Pinling, For those of you that don't know the history, Lyndon actually tell the Americans about the hip in regards to battling with drug trades in the Bahamas and whatnot. And to an extent, the boy was right. We didn't have half of the technology what America had, but they expected us, about 300,000 people, to do what they couple million couldn't do. But at the end of the day, his hands was just as dirty. But in having his hands dirty, Lyndon was legit the Robin Hood of that modern time. He was the Robin Hood. So if I stealing, I making sure that my brethren and my sisters them and their children are eating too. And they looking out for everybody. Meanwhile, Lyndon gone, these other suckers decided to play the exact same game, but guess what they did? They kept it all to themselves and they oppressed. Y'all ain't no better than certain man them. In fact, let's go back to the era of Robin Hood. Y'all the kings of those days. Those kings of those days, they oppressed, and that's why Robin Hood used to steal from them and give to the people. And what did they even do, Keys? They call him the what? The mother what?
Motherfucker?
Exactly.
Oh, motherfucker.
Because y'all don't even care who y'all bending over to get what y'all need. Sorry, not even what y'all need, what y'all want.
Cool. Greed, corruption, power. Killers of the world, man.
And still doing it. Our ancestors back then was not enough. The 300 that drowned in the waters of Key West, that's not enough. Y'all think a monument made that any better? Like, we shouldn't have this discussion, boy. We shouldn't have this discussion. I live it, boy.
Let's bring some levity to the podcast then, buddy. Let's bring some levity to the podcast, okay? People need a break. We need a break to cool down. You heard me?
Before I do something radical.
So, let's do a childhood memory.
Oh boy. All right, let me find some type of energy. Here we go. Keo's childhood memories.
So I can't remember if I told this this story before. This was in childhood. This was what was it, about 5 years ago? 6 years ago. No, not 6. 5 years ago. 4 to 5 years ago. 5 years ago. 5 Lance. 4 or 5 years ago. I don't know. My ex-girlfriend and I, we were driving because we left my place. I can't remember where we were going, but we was driving somewhere, and I had to service my car. I know that, but I didn't yet. And we were driving on Gladstone Road, like heading towards the roundabout by Lakeview.
Mm-hmm.
And I was pressing brakes because I was, I was approaching the road thing, well, the roundabout. And I heard like this pop. And that was apparently my brakes. They flew out of place, so the car couldn't stop.
Oh God.
So I was pressing the brakes, and she was looking at me just like, why wasn't I slowing down? I was like, the brake's gone. She's like, what you mean the brake's on? I was like, the brake's gone. So, I started beeping because like we was going downhill, so we was getting faster. So I had to swerve out the lane. I was beeping like tell the cars get out of my way. Going to the next side of the road, off the road a little bit. And I was telling her like, but you got to jump with the car. Because I don't want to crash and something off of you. So I was like, but you got to jump with the car.
Uh-oh.
She's like, I'm not jumping on this car leaving you. I was like, let it ride or whatever. So managed to maneuver around the roundabout at high speed, get to the next side of the highway. So I was thinking, but this is a pure coincidence. The day before I was on YouTube, I was watching, like, what do you do when your car can't stop for some reason when your brakes don't work? And they said, you don't do the handbrakes because if you're going fast, you can end up flipping over or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So they were saying the best thing to do is like press the brakes and just put your car in park. And but I just remember that, did it, put the car in park, and we end up slowing down, bro. And that was my memory. Almost died, but we made it.
Boy.
Yeah.
I like that story, man. That was odd, man. That was odd. So, mine ain't a childhood memory, but it's recent as hell. So take this in,
2
family.
days ago.
I would say yesterday. It was
Oh,
yesterday.
okay. Like
Yesterday
this.
works.
Like, well, that's good.
And so I make a lot of sound effects on certain things, right?
yeah.
So I'm dropping off one of my homegirls, right? Because we went out.
Gloria.
We're gonna call her Gloria. So I'm dropping off my homegirl Gloria, right? We just came from getting some sushi and whatnot, right?
Oh.
And
You never got me sushi.
you're not Gloria.
Oh.
So, we heading through, and for whatever reason, right? We're driving. I'm driving at a decent speed in a more smaller neighborhood, and this rooster comes in the road, and she's like, "Oh, look out! There's a rooster!" And I go, "Vroom!" Kind of.
The fuck? That was so loud.
I didn't expect it to be so loud.
Wait, what the? Wow.
I didn't know that was going on like that. Pardon me. Pardon me. So, I do that. I do that on accident, right? I do that on accident, just pretending, right? The rooster legit runs back to the car while I'm flying. So I'm like, oh crap, it's gonna happen for real in real life. I was like, oh crap. So he gets away, right? And both she and I start screaming in the car from laughter. Like, it came to the point where I was laughing so hard, I couldn't see. So I'm trying to slow down the car, and my whole body is seizing up.
You laugh so hard you can't see, bro.
I laughed so hard I couldn't see, and my body stopped responding to me. Like, it legit started seizing up. I'm like, oh crap, wait, we can crash.
They were
We can
laughing.
crash. I can't see. I can't. There are times that I laugh so much, my body gives in. And like, I'm not in control of certain things. My vision goes. Like, bro, this type of laughter.
Wait, what the hell?
I don't know.
Oh, boy.
And we were laughing about the situation straight into this afternoon. That's my memory.
So you almost killed the rooster and Gloria. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Woo.
That's nice.
Yeah. Oh, man. Whew.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, quick would you rather? Quick would you rather? You go first. You go first.
Oh, boy.
You go first.
All right. Would you rather
Mm-hmm.
someone forcefully, unexpectedly shove a screwdriver into your leg? Or would you rather someone hitting you in your foot with a hammer, full force? Full force.
Hit me with the hammer.
You might have some broken bones, bro.
Yeah, hit me with the hammer, bro.
I'll take the screwdriver off the rip.
Forget that.
I'd be able to walk with this. Nah, I'm taking the screwdriver. I ain't breaking.
You think you're able to walk?
Bro, I didn't have things drilled into these legs before. I ain't taking no darn broken bones. I'm sorry. Broken bones. You hear what this is?
Bro,
Bones.
Hit me with the hammer.
Nah, blood. I admire your bravery. I admire your bravery.
Someone random hits me with the hammer tomorrow, just because I said that.
You'd be like,
I
scared
heard
of
your
our lines.
podcast.
We played a clip for the people who watch it. Yeah, man.
All right. Now, my would you rather?
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather watch the little girl from The Walking Dead get killed on repeat for 48 hours? Or would you rather drink rotten milk?
Oh, God. Why are you making me look like a bad guy here, boy? That ain't even
And when
right.
you drink this rotten milk, if you have to shit, you have to shit up yourself.
I don't like using the bathroom and do number two. I'm sorry.
Hold on. You don't like using the bathroom to do number two?
I don't. It's never a comfortable.
What?
It's never a comfortable
So
time.
where do you, Donnie? Where do you?
I mean, I go to the bathroom and I do number two, but number two is never a fun time Do you think?
Oh, I thought you meant like you go in the wilderness.
No, do you think it's fun when you go in the toilet just bloop? No, it's not like when you go and you hang your wiener over.
This is disgusting.
Yeah, it's not a fun time. I would sit down and watch Sophia die for 48 hours straight, as long as I can have the
heartless
instrumental.
monster.
As long as I can
Heartless
have the
monster.
the instrumental that I made for her demise.
That poor girl. I'm happy she was shot though, right in the freaking head. Bam. That's what we need. We need more movies and shows with kids getting killed and hit.
Yeah, you see
Sorry,
that?
sorry.
No. You just angered God. You just angered God.
We don't need that.
Look what you
I
did.
apologize. You don't need that.
No. He meant it. Come thou fuck.
Wow. So, as soon as I said that, something just rattled in the bush.
The bishop would be proud.
But I tell you what we do need, though. We do need women getting the hell beat out of them in wrestling. That's what we need. Yeah.
Dude.
We need Stephanie McMahon. We need you to get super kick. We need you to get F5.
Screw that, but she didn't get RKO, Stone Cold
we need all
stun.
that.
No.
We need a sharpshooter. We need the Kimura lock to break a freaking hand. Yes, that's what we need. We need women getting beat up on wrestling.
And I'm in the wrong for
How's
watching
that wrong?
Stephanie. I mean, that's the. Oh, see you got me looking at the
So
bad
we
guy
need-
now. Wow.
So when these women go ahead and poking up male wrestlers, they need to get Claymore kicks. All right, shit.
you
man.
see, look at God. Look at God.
I ain't taking that one. I can dead. I ain't taking that one back. Fuck that. So, anything else to add, Liza?
I'm not Liza.
No,
I'm not
stop
Liza.
saying that, buddy.
But I will say this. Stone Cold Steve Austin, you are hands down the greatest wrestler of all time. You are my hero, and I hope one day that, I carry on like you do. I play that song, your theme song, whenever I show up to work and the glass breaks and I bust up with some tight Wrangler pants on. I have a six-pack one of these days, and I might shave my head or I might plait it down or something, I don't know. And I got a bunch of beer, and I go up in every single corner of my job, and the old folks are looking at me, and I put my hand up every single time, just right there. And I'm saying a bunch of stuff, but I have no idea what I'm saying because the crowd is screaming too loud. You're my hero, bro. And I want you to know. I love you. Greatest man who ever lived.
Message to Stone Cold.
That's Stone Cold. Greatest man ever lived. That's the bottom line.
Okay.
I'm sorry if I kind of had a moment there.
Yeah. Clearly loves Stone Cold.
Real fanboy, dog. Like, that man, legit G. Goes into work, beats his boss up, goes home.
What a joy.
What a joy. Dun, 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 dun.
So guys, hit us up on our email for any legal, any paralegal advice, any dating advice. If you need money, if you need a loan, hit us up. Email us at islandtalkabout@gmail.com. We give up to $1,000 loans.
Also, to add to that as well, if you ever want to talk, like legit, just talk. If you're going through anything, and I mean this real. If you're going through anything like any depression or whatsoever, feel free to drop us a line. Our email, you see it right there, islandtalkabout@gmail.com. So Keys, sorry, just wanted to plug that in there as well.
No problem, G. No problem. Yeah. Hit us up some way if you need to talk, like Lance said. Instagram, Keys_Lance.
DMS at there as well,
Yeah. Hit us up on Facebook. Talk about it with Keys and Lance. Yeah, talk about it with Keys and Lance. Fan base, black on social media. Keys_Lance.
Go with the thing.
Go. Twitter. Talk about it with Keys and Lance. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Also, check us out on our solo social. Keys, Instagram, and Twitter. Y'all see them on the screen. You know what I mean? I got the Keys on Twitter. And also Lock Life Traveler on Instagram. That's LOC, as y'all can see, not LOCK.
Because of the hair. I'll add, this was flawlessly done by Lock 'em Up /Hair Where They Have 'Em by Courtney. Flawlessly done. Yeah.
That's a plug. You know, we normally charge people about 100,000 when we plugging you on this show, but for you, because you know, kids, 25,000, you could afford it. You could afford it. Never say Lance ain't do nothing for you, eh? Also, you know, you didn't know that Keys on, you didn't see Keys on. Lano the Sage. Look me up. Lano the Sage. I'm everywhere. Start showing y'all more of my talent outside of music. Y'all know I could drop bars. Also, shout out to Africa Allah.
It's the one and only Africa Land.
The BMT. Get familiar. Shout out to Play My Start today, man. You know what I mean? Much love for bumping my song, New Year, New Money. Go look that up. Bump it, man. We still fresh. And, yeah, that's about it, eh?
Yeah, that's about it, man. Don't forget to hit me up on SoundCloud. I'm starting my rap career. Yeah. They call me Little Keys. I hit the beat. I do my ABCs like the neat. You didn't even know that was coming, but I'm rapping in the fast and there's something that's thunder. You didn't think I was hard like this?
Okay, we're done here.
Bring the drama, choop, choop, choop. If they don't wanna talk about it, talk about it. Bring the drama, choop, choop, choop. Let's talk about it. 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 Talk about it.
Are we done?
Shit, the fucking shit.
It's done?
I don't know.
Did it work? Is it still going?
Yeah, still going. Oh shit, they can have this.
Oh, God! This nigga trying to assassinate us!